Oh, is that a question?
Huh?
Was that the question?
That's a question, yeah.
It started out really as
Looky there. My gosh. Uh, who had this idea for this road to liberty?
it was me, and I mean basically I came up with the idea through me during camp lead one day. We went on our first road march, and me and Gazik were kind of just joking around, and I said, well, hey, we should road march to Blue Springs, and just to see if we could actually do it in one day or whatever, and then like later on got to thinking and just kind of went from there, and then I got I got some input and some ideas from a few other folks, and then it became the road march to the Doughboy, and then it became the road march for the Doughboy on the July 4th weekend, and then we decided to do it to raise money, and I mean it just kind of snowballed downhill into what it is now.
Okay. And do you feel like you were prepared physically to do this?
Oh yeah, I mean it's really just walking. I mean you're gonna get blisters, and I mean you're gonna get rucksack burns if you have enough weight on your back. I mean physically though, I mean anybody can be really prepared for this as long as they're in shape. It's just really the feet that they got to work on. It's just how heavily calloused they are and how well they take care of them, especially during the road march.
Okay. And how well do you feel you were prepared?
My feet, not so well prepared, but I mean, the first day I would have avoided blisters if I'd known how to tape my feet and probably had the nurse tape my feet instead of doing it myself, because I got blisters between my toes pretty bad just because of the fact that I didn't know how to tape between my toes, and that's what caused my blisters. And then the second day, I didn't get any new blisters, and that's just because I used a lot of moleskin and a lot of tape and had the nurse check everything out. And then the third day, I got a new blister on my ankle and my pinky toe, and that's just because we were really humping it through the city, really moving hard.
Okay.
So.
What memories are you going to take away from this? I mean, after it's done.
Probably how horrible conversation gets after about 20 miles of marching. There's no, I don't know. Just the people I went with, and got to spend such quality time with, and pretty much that's about it. Probably the cause that we did it for. I mean that's definitely going to be an all-time memory, because I mean every time you come back and once the Doughboy's back up in place, you're going to see it and be like, yeah, I helped out with that. Yeah, I helped put that thing back on the pedestal. And not many people could say that, so I guess that's something I can take from it.
Okay. When you guys came out of that first aid trailer up at Liberty Memorial, and you went down the plaza, and they announced that you guys were coming down, how'd that make you feel?
I honestly didn't feel any different. I mean, of course I felt good for doing it, but I mean, that was, really just because, I knew what the Doughboy was about, and I knew that we had to get it back, and I knew that it would kind of screw up tradition if it wasn't there. But, honestly, people clapping for me, I could have really given it, I could have cared less, because, I was doing it for the Doughboy, and I wasn't doing it for somebody to clap for me or anything else. But while we were on the road though, all the extra calls that we got, that really helped to motivate us. I felt motivated by it, but really I could care less if nobody even cared or we were even on TV. It just made for more publicity, maybe possibly for a few more donations.
Okay. You raised about $3,000. How'd that make you guys feel? Do you feel?
Oh, felt good about it, but the more the merrier. But $3,000 is a good start. We did a lot more than what the public did with it just being up there at the Liberty Memorial inside that museum with the donations box next to it and a few flyers. So that's good. I mean, I think, you know, we need more stuff like that to help raise money.
What would you say to the alumni, if you could, if they were all sitting here?
I'd say pull out your checkbooks and write me a check, because that Doughboy is just it doesn't do any good at the Liberty Memorial. I mean, you know, if a war veteran comes in and sees it, then I mean, you know, he's like, ooh, but I mean, you know, there's a huge statue, a huge Liberty Memorial, and like all this other kind of stuff there for him. I mean, that's our piece of history. That's our memorial. So, I mean, I'd be asking for donations. You know, I mean, we need our own piece of history here. That's been with us since like 1932. 1923. I just had 3 and 2 mixed up.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you know, there's people that don't even know what it is, but they see a wooden silhouette of it, and I mean, that just doesn't help anything.
Okay. When you guys were marching, did you personally ever think of the war veterans that lost their lives?
There were quiet times when you thought about it, just about everything on the road march, and I mean, yeah, there was one time when that stuff does pop into my head. You know,
what stuff?
Well, I mean, you know, about the veterans and stuff. People lost their lives, like the 16 cadets or whatever from here that you know, gave the ultimate sacrifice and whatnot. But I mean, you seem to think about a lot when you're marching. You know, and it's not, you know, man, I wonder if I'm going to get cookies when I get there. It seems to be a little bit more serious along the lines of, you know, I wonder what it was actually like to be in war there. You know, I wonder what it's actually like to, you know, fight for your country and whatever. You know, you feel an extreme sense of patriotism. I mean, just doing what we were doing.
Okay. You can think of anything else? What would you say if you died tomorrow and this tape was produced? What message would you want to give to the people that are going to do this 20 years from now?
The road march 20 years
road
from now?
March. Yeah. Any advice?
Wear comfortable boots. Don't wear field boots, wear urban boots. Have fun, be safe, enjoy it while you can.
I guess what I'm trying to get you to say, Case, is, and you don't have to, it's just, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I'm wanting you to challenge the cadets in the future. You know, you guys did something incredible. What's going to motivate somebody 20 years from now to do the same thing? The 20th annual Road to Liberty.
I don't really think there's anything better than the original, but no, I'm just kidding. I mean, I hope whoever does follow in our footsteps 20 years from now, I mean, deserves it. I really don't think it should be some, you know, rat, you know, being able to march in this. I think it should be people, you know, that actually care about the school, you know, and they don't like have a false sense of care, like somebody that's actually got, you know, roots in the school. I mean, shoot, when they go on it, you know, I hope they do a better job than me. But I mean, I'm not going to challenge them, because I mean, I don't think anybody should do anything off a challenge. I think they should do it because they want to do it and they deserve to do it. So I mean, if they deserve it and they want to do it, go for it.
Okay. Any thoughts about getting up on the stage in front of 50,000 people?
Yeah, I wish I didn't wave, but no, I you know, being known as the guy that waved on stage. I mean, anyway, no, it was fine. You couldn't see anybody. The lights were so bright, so no biggie.
You hear the applause?
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of hear the applause. I mean, I guess you just kind of zone. At least for me, I just kind of zoned that stuff out. I mean, I smiled and waved, you know. So that's about all.
Okay. Can you think anything else?
Not really.
Okay. Well, I guess that's